Hey everyone, welcome back to whatever this is, and this time we have this thing, the World of Nintendo Skyward Sword Link figure. This is an old one, but it's new to me because I just got it because Skyward Sword is getting a port to, damn it, to the Switch, so I figured why not get this. Even though I already do have the Figma, I always wanted this one. Yeah, and I also got sort of into the 4-inch slash 1/18th scale recently, so I figured why not get this. It will go extremely well with the Vitruvian Hex line. They have a fantasy line with like a Dungeons and Dragons characters, and not literally from Dungeons and Dragons, but you know, fantasy characters. Anyway, this is Link, so let's talk about him. I can't go too close. Sorry. So I'm doing this way too close right now because I don't really have the room here on my desk, and I'm trying to have this diorama in frame because it's kind of way too small. I mean, let's just take a look at it. It's just some pieces that I glued together because they work well with this like 4-inch scale. Anyway, Link. So he looks good. He looks like he should, which is green, very green, very green. God damn it. Well, whatever. So, Link is about 4 inches tall, which is around 10 centimeters, I think. Yeah, 10 centimeters. I don't have my ruler here, I can't find it, so we'll have to go based on that, to the fact that 4 inches equal to 10 centimeters, but I don't know if he exactly 10, or could be a little shorter, a little taller, because they do vary in scale or in size. Link is sort of supposed to be a short guy, so and we'll take a look at scaling later. But detail wise, he is just how you expect Link to be. The face looks really good. Actually, I think this face is slightly more accurate to the game. Excuse me. I think this face is a little more accurate to the game than the Figma one. Let's just bring that one a little dusty. Yeah, I can tell he's a little more square-jawed here. Yeah, than this one is. So I do like how this looks maybe slightly more accurate to the game, to the model. And something is... So there's a piece of like, I don't know, I think glue somehow attached to this Link figure, and it's just pulling on everything on my desk for no reason. It's sort of like a very long, small strand of hot glue, almost like cobwebs. Anyway, so this little Link guy thing that needs to be in good focus. Yeah, so he has a lot of articulation than what you'd expect Czech specific figure, I guess. to have, or a 4-inch figure from 2012. Let's see what it says. No year. Doesn't have a year, just all rights reserved, China. Here on the back it says 2015, huh? Later than I thought. Since the game is a 2011 game, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, so there's not a lot of paint here, and some of it is just a little bit off because the color here is gray instead of white, and same for the bottom of his shirt on the top part of the arm. Should be white, but they just painted the chainmail and the shirt in the same color, I guess. Yeah, but otherwise it's really nice. The chainmail is sculpted. There's like folds in the fabric. I mean, it's not real fabric, but it's sculpted in, which is nice. This is a nice little rubber, so you can have him do this, but not very much. You can see it start tearing apart right here, so that's not a good thing. And this is new, literally out of the package from just a couple days ago, so that's a little bad, but we can work around that. I think I can maybe just cut it a little bit so it'll give him more range and won't tear because it's already cut. I think that's better than just have it tearing in there, but otherwise very nice paint and sculpting detail. Even the chainmail here is sculpted, and you can see that, so that's very nice. In terms of accessories, I'll just put him there in the obscured background. He has this shield that came in a mystery box. That wasn't a really great thing because you already knew what it will be, because it kind of had to come with the shield. And then displayed in the box he came with the sword and scabbard, which for some reason they included as 2 of accessories. The box set comes with 3 accessories, 1, 2, 3, but the sword and scabbard should really be the 1 accessory, because I mean, they kind of have to be together, right? One cannot work without another. I guess you can have them with a sword without the sheath or the scabbard, but whatever. Let's take a look at the scabbard. Nice detail sculpt wise, but a lot of paint missing. All this thing in the middle here should be gold. For example, here is the Figma one. Yeah, you can tell, looks a little better, and of course there's the belt there, but I mean, you can understand not painting the belt here. It's a kid's toy, but this, I mean, come on, you can do that. And the sword, the master sword here looks good, I guess. It's sculpted nicely, but a lot of the sculpting is kind of not very seen because it's not completely painted again. But I mean, I guess it's excuse me, it's a small accessory, so it doesn't really matter. Just the yellow spots here and maybe it's green wraps. Excuse me, I think I'm coming down with something. Anyway, articulation, he has a rotation here and up and down. He has just basically a ball joint. I think just take that off. Yeah, so that's basically just a ball joint. You can go all around, up and down, not too much though. There's tilt and a little sass to it. The shoulders go. Sorry about that. Someone just entered my room for no reason. So the arms can go outwards like this, but this one is a little weird. I guess it's a misproduction in the factory. Assembled it not correctly. So that's just on a slight angle there, although you can see it's supposed to be straight, but it's not gay, it's crooked. Sorry, that's a stupid joke. Yeah, but this arm is fine. You can tell this is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, so the arm goes, of course, 360 here, and then you have a very nice hinge here, which is, I mean, it's basically like a Figma joint. So it rotates in the forearm and in the biceps, so that's great. You don't really expect that from a child's toy. Basically, this was that. It also has torso articulation. You'd think it can go, it's like a diaphragm joint, but it's not. It's just a swivel. It's just a simple straight peg. If it wobbles, it's just because it wobbles. It's not supposed to. There's nothing in the waist. I forgot. The arm, the wrist goes 360 and in and out. Same with this, although this is angled more to hold the sword. You would expect it to at least to hinge the other way around, but they didn't think of that, I guess. And then he has hips to go this high, hindered by the skirt piece or the bottom of the tunic. Go this far to the side, which again hindered by the tunic, and the knee goes about 90 degrees, and it's very nicely obscured by the sculpting, so you don't really see that. Kind of like, I mean, I guess is pretty much like just a miniature version of the Figma one, just from the way it's articulated. I guess it just saw that and decided, let's do that. Okay. There's a boot swivel here and a ball joint in the ankle, so it can go 360 and slightly up and down, and a little bit of a pivot there, but not too much. So yeah, in terms of scaling, let's bring him a little dusty stuff here. Let's bring him to stand with a couple other links. So here are the Nendoroid Wind Rider link and the Figma link between worlds link. Here he is next to, God, this is so dusty, I need to clean this. The Figma Skyward Sword link. And the Figma Toilet Princess link. Yeah, so Twilight Princess right here. And, well, you get the gist. He's smaller than they are. Quite smaller. Anyway, in terms of scale with other 4-inch figures, let me just bring out some. God damn it, just stand straight. Here we have him with Lord of the Hamos from what's the matter? Okay, Lord of the Hamos from Vitruvian Hacks. We have Aspen, the Elven Archer, again from Vitruvian Hacks. Let's get some other lines here. So we have Deadpool right over here from Marvel Universe, and we have where this guy is from Fortnite. Raptor, I think his name is. They work nicely with each other, especially the Vitruvian Hex ones. They work right with the Elven scheme and the fantasy thing going on. So that is great. You can pose them up with them, and just because it's pretty much the same line, here we have them with the Super Mario from Super Mario Odyssey figure, around the same height, 4 inches, 10 centimeters again. Different scales though. And this Mario would work well with the Figma links, but not with this guy. If you're doing a sort of Super Smash Bros. Thing, this wouldn't really work with each other because he is sort of the same height. It should be taller than Mario, at least in the games he is. And just for the lulz, Vitruvian Hacks skeleton, which could work as like a what they call a Stalfos, right? So that's nice. So that's about it. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want more reviews like this, or at least better ones. As I'm doing this, I think I'm getting better, I hope. I'm just trying to find the best focus and lighting here. Oh, there we go. So that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys next time.